Hey everyone, it is late at night and I'm Norman. I finally have one, an Enicar, and tonight we're going to be reviewing it. So here is the Enicar. This is such a great looking watch, and interestingly, it's actually pretty tooly, or at least sporty. This is all brushed, the lugs are brushed. The only polish is right here on this bezel. I've been wanting to get an Enicar for a long time, hilariously, because of that logo. That looks so cool. I love the font and the little Saturn there. Alright, so looking at the lugs, we see that they're just pretty straightforward, completely brushed, very utilitarian. The case shape is super unique. I don't know if I've really seen a watch with these kind of aesthetics to it. You can see that it's completely vertical here, and then it kind of goes in on the bottom there. The case back is so much fun. We have what appears to be a smiling shark jumping out of the ocean with Saturn hanging out there. Even the text around it is super fun. I love how they angle their font there. The Ocean Pearl. The crown on this watch is a good size, and it feels great when you're winding it. I was really surprised at the quality of this watch. I was expecting something a little bit more along the lines of my Palliot watches or other inexpensive vintage mechanical watches, where they're just kind of a nightmare to wind up because they just kind of feel like they're about to break. But this watch I would put closer on par with the Pole Router actually. It feels really solid. Winding it, it doesn't feel like the movement's about to explode. And I'll pull this crown out. We can see what it's like to set this. This movement does not hack. There's a decent amount of resistance. It feels really good when you're setting the time on there. And then pop that back in. Nice solid clicks. Just great. And look at this crystal. This is really cool. It's like it's boxed a little bit, but then it domes here. So you get really nice distortions. Yeah, look at that. That looks so cool. This crystal just looks really great. And looking at the dial, we have these massive applied chrome indicators in there that really catch the light and just look great. Same with that polished rehaut in there. It'll catch the light also. The hands are kind of pencil style. They have loom on them, but this loom is completely, utterly dead. So the hands might be original-ish. I put this on the time grapher and it actually didn't do too bad. It has a pretty low amplitude, so I'm probably going to have to get it serviced. I'm thinking that there might be some gunk in there that's kind of taken some of the power away. But the accuracy was absolutely on point. I think it was maybe 5 seconds off a day. Really not bad at all. I love the texture on that dial too. I was absolutely surprised by this watch. Especially how heavy and solid it feels too. As for the specifications on this watch, the case size is 34 millimeters, the lug to lug is 41 millimeters, the lug width is 18 millimeters, the height is 11 millimeters. The crystal is acrylic, and I'm actually not sure what kind of movement is in this watch. A couple of interesting things to note about the proportions of this watch. Even though this is 34 millimeters, with this case shape, it actually wears larger than that. Maybe 36 or 37. It definitely doesn't look like a 34 millimeter watch. And with the shape of this crystal, the thickness of the watch is kind of deceptive. It looks a lot thinner than it actually is, which is pretty cool. Alright, so let me take the CWC off, and we'll see what this looks like when you're wearing it. Here is the super fun, super cool Enicar on my 7-inch wrist. Just look at that crystal. This watch just looks amazing. I absolutely love it. I'm so glad to finally have an Enicar. So now I get that fun logo on the dial there. And bonus, this watch is absolutely brilliant. So cool. So there you have it, the Enicar watch that surprised me at just how amazing it looks in the flesh. After attempting to get one prior to this that just kind of vanished, I ended up finding this one, but I wasn't quite as stoked on it as I was the first one that I purchased. But when I saw it in person, it looks amazing. Thanks for watching.